Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the group chat. I have my co-host Kamaya in the building, and I also have SH, the
Woo!
aggressive. SH. You want the buttons? I got buttons. Hold on. Mm-hmm.
What's up, everybody?
Today we got a couple topics we just gonna cover. This is Kamaya's first time hosting, so give her grace. So Kamaya.
Yes, please give me grace. So, the first topic that I would like to choose, um, let's see, is I'm sorry, hold on. I can't see. The children, it's the one about the children forced to perform same-sex kisses.
Oh,
What? That's crazy.
that's the one that's the one you DM'd me, right? Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you on that. Disgusting. People going too far. You know what? I ain't gonna even front. I think it was like 2017 when like Brooklyn was getting real liberal. I kept telling people, I was like, y'all getting so comfortable with this. Y'all gonna make a way for the maps to make an appearance, and long and behold, here they are.
Exactly.
Let's get this window shared. Whoop. How I do the review? Here we go. Whoop. Yeah, got my shit. Got my shit right. All right, so here we go. Hold on, let me refresh that.
This is boiling my skin already. I can't hear the video. Am I bugging?
You can't hear the video?
No, we can't hear it.
Oh damn, y'all supposed to say something. Hold on, let me
I thought I was tripping. I'm like trying to.
you know what I'm
I thought
saying?
Carmaya was watching it.
Nah, hold on. That mean I didn't do something right. Hold on. We struggle streaming already. Hold on, people. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta click this switch right here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Boom. And then I gotta refresh this.
Teacher, then graded on the assignment, I would be in prison. Yep. My family already knows I'm very capable of making a scene. But you try to indoctrinate my kid like this, we're probably going to have more than words. Also, isn't forcing kids to kiss as an assignment crossing a line? I'm pretty sure she crossed a legal boundary there. She has definitely overstepped professionally. Children forced to perform same-sex kisses by LGBT activist teacher, then graded on the assignment.
Yo, so what's y'all take on that, man?
Well, okay, go ahead, Carmaya. You the host.
No, you go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's my honest take. My skin is boiling for real because that's crazy. Regardless of what you want to do as an adult, you should be keeping children out of it. Because if it was an assignment to make boys and girls kiss, I'd be just as angry. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's not the LGBT or they want to make it a homophobic thing. That's not what this is. You're sexualizing and introducing children to things that are for adults.
Yeah. I don't think any type of intimate touching or assignments should be assigned to kids in the first place. It don't matter if it was gay or straight. It's just out of line. And I think people are getting too comfortable because we blurred the lines in what people can get away with today.
I want to. Oh wait, go ahead, Carmine.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, I agree. You can go, SA.
I wanted to ask you what necessarily blurred the lines. The first thing that popped up in my head that could have possibly blurred the lines is the transgender community changing
No,
children's sexes.
I think because transgenderism been around for a while. We used to call it transvestites or whatever. I'm talking about like non-binary, right? That non-binary situation where you could just like you are a quote unquote cis male or cis female, and you could wake up one day feeling like a man or a woman, the opposite gender that you are. And I think once you started to blur the lines of that reality, it opened the door for a flood of all this new stuff that's coming in and all this other weird stuff and inappropriate stuff that's coming in. Because if you're allowing kids to be dogs at school, be cats, be bunnies at school, or identify as such, it's like where's the grounding that's happening in reality, right? They're living in this fantasy world all the time, right? And I think an assignment like that is some kind of like kinky child on child fetish that the teacher had going on. That's just me.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's terrible. So what do you think should happen because this took place and parents is like infuriated?
Something that
think-
feel like justice, because what feel like fucking justice is death. That's what feel like justice. But
I don't think we could say that, but like I think it should be federal law, right? And I think these people with these strong ideologies should be deemed mentally unstable to teach, right? Because the only kind of assignment that would require kissing when I was in school was probably if we had to do the play Romeo and Juliet, right? So it wasn't even involved at all. So like what was the assignment? Like how, like what was the curriculum that led to that assignment? You know what I'm saying?
even Romeo and Juliet or an assignment in school, they don't need to do that. Because even in a movie, if two actors hate each other, they don't have to kiss if they don't want to. It's pretend. They could get close, do the cheek to cheek, and make it look a certain way. You don't have to make kids kiss for no assignment.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And giving my child the okay to kiss somebody else is outrageous. Like for a grade, man. If you don't get out my damn man, I'd have went to jail. I'd had to go to jail.
Yeah, like I don't know what type of restraint we would have had if that was our kid, right? And with this video, he specifically said same sex, and then she was like grading them on it. Like, what are you grading? Like, what is the parameters for scoring 100 on this assignment?
And you know what's worse is that, okay, say she does go to jail or whatever comes after, the kid's already traumatized. Like this is like you already made them do it. They already dealing with what she just made them do, and the damage is done, and that's sad.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, so let's move on, man, because man.
Okay. Yeah, that was a nice little icebreaker. Cause
yeah, facts.
man, listen.
I mean, you know what? Because my twins is starting elementary school real young. I think they're going to be 4 this year. Yeah, they're going to be 4. No, they're going to be 3. They starting like pre-K or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go look around, and then it's like I'm also gonna have to like if I find something that I don't agree with, I gotta ask the right questions politically correct without getting arrested at the end of the day.
Man,
You
look.
feel what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
what I'm looking for is the flag, right? I'm not even worried about the gay flag, right? I'm worried about this pink, yellow, and white flag. Have y'all seen it before?
What's the pink, yellow, and
What's
white
what's
flag?
that flag?
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad these parents asked me that. It looked like the trans. Y'all ever saw the transgender flag?
Is
It
it? I
looks
thought the transgender flag had black on it.
it did, but I'm saying is it looks like that, but the colors are pink, yellow, and white.
Mhm.
What that stands for is something called MAPS.
Oh, that's
It
the
stands-
MAPS flag?
Yes, and it stands for minor attracted person.
Persons.
Let me see if I could pull up this flag. So
Oh,
you
it stands for suicidal. I got you.
nah, not
It stands for
No, not
because
suicide.
that's what they want. That's what they want. They
Oh, they
want.
want to be they want to be self-deleted. Is what you
Excuse me. Yeah, they. It stands for self delete. It stands for delete me.
it stands for fisticuffs. It stands
Right.
for I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh my
Oh,
god!
I forgot a color. It's all right. I'm about to pull it up right now. Hold on, because I definitely
It's
forgot a color.
wild that all of this is embedded within the Libiquita groups.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like,
I'm
it all
crying.
should.
Wait. Let me get that laugh off.
Let me see.
Libiquita, girl, you know that's the LB, the
Listen,
T,
the old
Q,
school
the-
gays don't play that. Let me say, the old school gays don't play that. They keep
They
kids out.
don't.
So,
But
hey,
I don't consider. Okay, so this is my thing. I'm gonna just put this out here. I don't consider people that are just gay and they're like, oh, I'm just attracted to the same sex, and they're just gay. They're still themselves, but still gay. Like I can accept that. I don't take them as the Libiquitas. The Libiquita people is the ones where they're like loud and proud and flamboyant and confused as hell. They are literally like, I'm the opposite and you can't tell me nothing. And, like the whole, that trans community, that's the Libiquitas.
This flag right here.
That's the flag?
That's the flag right there.
Oh, no.
Right? Foul. MAPS pride flag.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
you got to look for that flag. It's funny that they pick these colors, because you know what these colors are?
what?
The baby shower colors.
Yo.
Right? These are the baby shower
I
colors.
didn't
You either
even
get the
think
blue,
about that.
the pink, or the yellow. If you didn't, remember the yellow
It's like
and the green
neutral in between. Yeah.
is when you didn't get the sonogram. You just wanted to know day of, right?
Yes.
The baby shower colors.
So look.
So you got to look for. What's up?
So look, right? Because I want them to out themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't want them hidden. I want to know. And what I'm trying, why am I losing my train of thought in the middle of me talking?
Because it's sickening, and that's normal. I'm gonna be right back. I got to get my vape.
Wait, come on, come back to me, because it was powerful. It was hoorah.
No, you were saying you want them to out themselves because
there we go. It came back to me because I was watching a video. A psychologist was interviewing people like this, and they said, you know what stops a PDF? Is real consequences. It's not shame. It's not calling their names out loud. You have to hit them. Like they have to get beat up. They have to get scolded. And the children have to be unwilling. If a child is easy to mold, or a child is too yes sir, no sir, like because you're an adult, I'm gonna listen to you, then it's easier for them to keep getting away with it. He said, everything that you do to a PDF leads them up to their grape charge. So say he gets close to a child and he might get scolded, but he just gets away with it. Okay, he tries again the next time and it goes a little further and nothing really happens, but something, you know what I'm saying? And then he gets away with it and nothing really happens. Like they have to get put somewhere or done something to, because they're just going to keep going. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop nowhere.
Yeah, because that's the unfortunate thing about it. Like certain people that do certain things, it's like once you got it in you, it's like it's embedded. So you definitely right. Like you gotta, something drastic has to happen to them. Whatever that is whatever it is. But y'all can't just keep.
If you were in charge, what would it be?
True, capital punishment.
I feel you on that.
You intentionally going, you're an adult and you intentionally going after young persons. Like, come on now, be for real.
I think chemical castration with mandatory chemical castration with mandatory 30 years in prison with the possibility of parole in 20, not a day sooner.
Living
and I'm being
life
fair.
And it's terrible though, because oh my gosh, it's just, this world is so backwards now. Like it's so weird. Like y'all really got a whole flag for this. A whole
That's the thing. Like that's why I don't like that the LGB keep adding letters, because that's what it was. It was the LGB. Right?
Yeah, at first it was that.
That's their flag, right? The T got a flag. The Q got a flag.
The plus got a flag.
All the plus A, I, M, whatever, Two-Spirit, they all got their flags. Like y'all, they jumped on this bandwagon to try to get the rights and the recognition that all these other people, that the regular alternative lifestyle people got, and then they just tainted it.
Yeah,
right?
That stuff is terrible.
Because nobody's hard on them more than the regular LGB people.
Yeah, they can't stand them. I hear them all the time. They're like, we need to remove this. I'm tired of these TQ or whatever the rest of the alphabet is. They're tired.
Because if you just think about it, right? LGB is lesbian, gay, bisexual. That's a sexuality, right? Yes. Trans is an identity.
Right.
Yes.
You feel me? And all these other things are identity. So like the fact that you're trying to jump on this sexuality thing when you having identity issues up here, we got an issue. I mean, we in a world where no one know what you two are. No one can describe what you two are.
I'm tripping.
And you know what? How do y'all feel about not transgender men who like to get pretty but don't say I'm not a man? Like they like to dress up, but if you look at them and they're clearly a man and they say, no, I'm a man, I just like to wear this. How do y'all feel about
metrosexual?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when you say pretty, you talking about dress like a woman, or you mean they're into just looking good?
No, they're pretty, like dress feminine, like they get they hair done, weave, probably wear lipstick and stuff, but you see them and you're like, you're a man, and they're like, yeah, I am. I'm not trying to be a woman. I just like to dress up.
And they say they're not gay?
No, they that's probably they have their sexuality, but they just like to dress up. I seen some people like that. They're like
That's to
they're not
compete with
trans,
women. That's to
huh?
compete with women, right? That's to compete with women. And then when you
They say
sometimes then
they say they're messing with the same guys.
probably, right? Because you think about anytime I think of a dude wearing like a wig or lipstick, it's a jail thing, right? Like you got your manhood taken, so you got to wear lipstick, right? So everybody can know that you a bitch now. You feel what I'm saying? And if it's a man out here doing that in the free world, I think he's just doing it to compete with women. You talking about getting the baby hair, lace fronts, and all that, and the box braids, weaves, and all
Yeah,
that.
but
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just
he's doing
saying.
that to compete with
I'm
women.
just saying there's a different level of there's a different level of understanding I have, because I do have a problem with erasing being an actual woman. Like, I don't believe that trans women
You
are women. You understand?
correct.
And so there's a
Yeah.
different level of respect when it's like a guy who's not trying to take my identity as a woman, but he dress up and says, "No, I'm not. I'm a man." You understand? I'm not trying to be a woman. I just like
Like,
to be pretty.
yeah. And I feel like that kind of stems from that drag community, because there's a lot of drag people. Like, what's the name? RuPaul. RuPaul
Mm.
still had a wife, but dressed as drag
There's
and
a
was like,
couple of
I'm a
them that
man.
was married and are actually straight. He's like, "Yeah, my wife made me my outfit," because he just liked to dress up and walk around.
Right.
Yeah,
And
like
it's like weird to us because we're like, that's gay. But that's what a lot of people back then used to do.
I mean, am I about to make an argument for RuPaul right now? I mean, like that was his profession, right? I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure. I remember him from a kid. Like, I just thought
Yeah.
that was like his character, right? Because it was an NBA player. I forget his real name, but he used to dress up
Dennis,
as grandmama, and he used to hold a cake like it was a basketball. He would dress in
grandmama.
a bonnet, a nightgown, and he always have a baked cake in like one of them cake containers and hold it like the basketball. It was
Mm.
you know what I mean? I just thought it was a character like Shanae, right? But I'm a kid. I'm not knowing what's going on. I think these are just growing up. I'm thinking these are just men being funny, right? Like for comedic relief. But like RuPaul, he's a professional
You
drag.
talking
Like
about what's his name? Larry.
Larry, yeah.
Larry Dietrich,
I know his
Demetric
I know
Johnson.
his first, yeah, Larry Johnson. There we go.
There you
There you
go.
go. Okay. Yeah, I just when I was a kid, I used to just think it was like funny, like for comedic relief or just a character like Shanae, you know.
Shanae, yeah.
The Wayne's brothers used to do it on Living Color,
Yeah, men on
right?
TV.
Jamie Foxx, you know, but then it came with
Yeah.
this conspiracy that I remember like back in like 2013, it was like, oh, to be successful, you got to wear a dress. They like to put the
Yeah,
black
they
man in a dress,
humiliate the man and you got to
you
be in a
know.
dress and stuff. Yeah, and then after that, you normally see them get big and get all the money. I mean,
Right.
look, it's a lot of things. Look, I even had an uncle that dressed drag,
Mhm.
and would do the nails and have the perm hair and stuff. Well, I don't know if he really permed his hair. He just had good hair, but whatever. He's so, like, and would have his little mannerisms, but he's like, I'm a man, but would still have like acrylics on and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was crazy to me.
it's just a different level of respect when that's what you're doing, but you're not trying to take over as if you a real woman. Because then
Right.
we get into like them having fake periods and stuff and
Oh
calling it a
my
cycle.
god. Oh
And
You
my god.
that's just overboard.
The
mm-mm.
men's cycle is every 24 hours, bro. We got high testosterone early in the morning, and then it just goes down, and then it spikes again and goes down. So we go through that every day. right?
I
That's
can't.
that's just real, right? Y'all, right? Y'all usually come with the ovulation first,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's the cramps, and then splash, right?
Oh
with
hell no.
followed with cramps and maybe a headache and some dehydration. And a lot of the times, like as I got older, I started realizing when women were on their cycle. You know what happened to your face? It gets oily. Y'all get really shiny when it's that time of the month.
Oh yeah, that's when people be like, "Oh, you glowing."
Yeah.
That's
No,
not
they
what
don't.
happens to me. Look at you, think you got it figured out.
I'm
I
telling
don't know
you.
what you. He said
Georgia-
first he started off with a name for a phase, ovulation. Then he said, "What was it?
What?
Splash."
You
There's
front?
Yeah,
Yeah, I said.
this like
phases.
splash.
Luteal phase. You need to learn what you're talking about.
I did
But
many of papers. In all my papers, I got A++.
And you wrote splash in your paper.
I
and
didn't
got
write
an
splash. I didn't write splash.
but he being funny.
Come on.
But look, that's SH being Miss Virgo. You
Right.
know they critical. They gon' piece apart every little
There I
thing
go.
that you didn't say.
Here
Getting
we
beat up on my
go.
own channel.
You
That's
better
crazy.
be careful,
Sage.
CEO. I love
Over
it,
here
man.
spewing misinformation. The
Oh my
splash. I don't
God.
get oily when it's coming. My face get dried up.
No, while it's on, it's your pores is open.
You think you know? Look. Go ahead.
Your
Keep
pores
talking.
be open. I ain't gonna talk no more. I'm just saying.
Listen, okay, so let's go to the next topic.
Yeah,
I
what's the
think
next topic?
I think it'll be cool if we do this. I think it's funny because I love her stories. The black girl that I sent you, what is it, Story of My Pen or something like that?
Hold on.
What's
I think
this
it's
one?
right
Let me.
here.
Oh shoot! Oh my god! What did I do? The one with the locks. Oh, Soul of My Pen. Yes,
It's
I
the
love
one,
her
right?
stories.
Yes, and I'm trying to see where you're going with
The
this.
issue is average women believe that they deserve it better than
Oh wait, no, that's the next one. That's the one I want to do
average men
next
have
because
average what?
I want that one to lead into our main.
Oh, Shorty with the locks from YouTube. Got you.
Yes, her homegirl. Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading the chat. What y'all be talking about?
No, we was talking about setting this all up. We like trying to send him certain things. He's like, find it on YouTube.
Mind your business.
It's all over. It's all over on the internet.
Mind your business. Mind your business. Here we go. You ready?
Mhm.
Yes, we ready.
They gave the doctor a message to give me.
Story time. So some time ago, I was working in an OB clinic, right? OB stands for obstetrician. What does an obstetrician specialize in? Pregnant women. So I look at the schedule. I look at the next set of patients that I'm supposed to bring back. And I'm thinking maybe if I can room the patients back to back, I'll be able to catch up on everything that this particular doctor needs me to do for the current patient. So I see that the next two patients have the same exact last names. I don't know whether they're related. A bunch of people have the same last names. You cannot assume that everybody with the same last name is related. Just bring their asses back and let everybody know that there's a name alert. I call both of their names and it quickly becomes evident that they are related, mom and daughter. I bring them back and I'm about to room them separately. And she says, the daughter says, oh, we're just going to go in together. And I'll just, it's just nice to have my mom with me. I mean, I can room you together now, but I'll check with the doctor to see if that's okay. The daughter says she never usually has a problem with it. I said, okay. So then at one point, the daughter says, my husband's here. Can I go get him or are you able to get him? And I said, well, in all transparency, I don't know. It might be a little too crowded in here. That is something I will have to talk to the doctor about. This setup is already outside of what we typically do. And so the daughter goes, no, I'm telling you, she never has a problem with it. I said, okay. And then I look at mom and I say, if your partner would also like to be a part of this appointment, I'm almost certain she'll have me split you guys up. She points to the daughter and she goes, oh, he's also the father of my child.
I knew it. I knew it.
Who? Who's the father of your child? She smiles. She says her husband. I look at the daughter. She's also smiling.
Oh.
And I laugh because I'm like, surely this is a joke. Amidst my laughter, the daughter says, I know, isn't it great? I said, okay. I step out. I see that the doctor is done with her current patient. And I go up to her and I ask her, I was like, are you aware of this, of this? She said, yeah, just keep them together. When they're together, I can get them done sooner. They're all just, it's all very, very strange.
They gave the doctor a message to give me. Be less judgmental. Bitch.
Shit, how many mothers and daughters you know sharing the same nigga? Anyway, subscribe to everything so that we could all be reading my upcoming new nurse comics.
Listen,
Okay, I have a question. I have a question. I have a question. The daughter's baby, is it technically her sister? Like, how does that work? The mother's baby, like somebody mom is their sister in this situation. It just sounds like it.
the mama's baby is going to be the daughter's sister / daughter in stepdaughter. So the sister stepdaughter for the mama, and then the daughter's is the grandchild stepchild.
That's a hot mess. That's what that is.
It's a lot of hot mess. What is going on?
Yeah, you ladies take it away. I have no comment.
Yeah, because this what y'all do. I know y'all got a couple of in y'all roster that are mothers and daughters and sleeping with Miss Coretta, CEO. I know.
First off,
God, no.
First off, let me speak for the men here, right? If we were dating the daughter and she ended up being a B, we'll do her mother just so I can be her dad.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's what it is right there. Having a baby with the mom? No way. No way.
Hey.
Double child support.
You like it? I love it. That's what y'all.
They might have planned it that. They might have planned that way. The mother probably wanted a baby, and she found no other suitors.
Well,
that sound like some hub situation.
Like, what is going on? Like, are we for real right now? And this is really a story from a nurse. Like,
were they black?
Hell no, they can't be black. You come on now.
Well, no, they might have been, because they might have been. some of us ain't all right in the head.
You right about that, because she did at the end say, well, I ain't never, how many of y'all ever seen someone with the same, the mama and the daughter with the same nigga? I'm like, they might have been some niggas. That's scary.
Now, CEO just brought a memory, because some girl said, yeah, my man was cheating on me for years. So I went, slept with the daddy, got him and his wife divorced, got pregnant, and told him that whatever, but then she aborted the baby. So she done broke the whole family up.
That's evil. That's evil, because a life was lost. That's evil.
What kind of pettiness you gotta be on?
CEO just said they do it. She did it.
We don't get pregnant though. We don't impregnate the moms, and that's only if the girlfriend was a B, and she kept me a secret.
It's sad that his daddy was that easy though, that he cheated with her. Look how easy men are.
I think older men just
Easier.
go, yeah, just go for younger women. Like I don't think older men see a problem with of age. When I say younger woman, I'm talking about an adult. Let's be clear. Right? I think yeah, they just go for that. Like if I'm like 40 and it's a 22-year-old, you know what I mean, or something like that. Yeah, I think most men will go.
Oh yeah, they're going.
I got a question though. When you say adult, because I have an age in mind, what's the age of true consent that you think?
True consent.
Yeah,
Me,
like
I'll say 20. I'll
she's an
say
adult.
21. I'll say 21.
What about you, Carmine?
Yeah, I feel like the same. What you mean to consent to like talk to someone that's like
Older.
way older than them?
Yeah.
Well, I
I
do
would
have
say-
an age limit on that, right? I think it got to be within 10 years.
Yeah, 10-year gap.
Let me tell you this. Our frontal cortex, that part of the brain, is not developed until we're 25. And here's the thing, right? That means we're more susceptible to being manipulated. So even if she's 21 and he's 40, I still think, she's susceptible to being groomed, manipulated, not really where she would be in choice making if she was 25 and older. Because I remember it was like a click. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. As you reach certain ages, there's just a click in your brain that turns on where certain things just start making more sense to you.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying?
True. That's true. That's around 25.
Yeah.
It even get more clear around 28 because the 20s is leaving, and then you're like, yo, something just happens. I did experience that. It actually happened on my 28th birthday, actually.
Oh yeah.
I was sitting there smoking weed, like, yo. That was actually my last birthday party. I was like, yo, this is just too much. It's too much people here. Like, I'd rather just sip my wine and smoke my weed with like my shorty or something. Like, it's just too much people here.
Man, but you keep getting those type of moments though. Like, I think every 7 years it happens. Like where you just start realizing different things, or your mind feels like it's opening up more and more. It definitely happened to me again. Last year? Last year I turned 36. So yeah, it just keeps happening.
I'm up here with a bunch of babies.
How old are you?
Man,
Don't do
39. 39.
First of all, we from the same generation, so don't even do that.
First off, I'm a 80s baby. You a 90s.
I saw
No, I'm 89 because I was December of 89.
Oh, you
So
just made it.
I just made it.
Oh, so you'll be 37 this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 37.
Once the year hit, I just accept that age. So you're 37. Your birthday just didn't happen yet.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. Yeah.
Okay. So all right.
I'm gonna be 29.
29. I knew you was young. I knew it.
Yeah.
She feisty. Yeah, she is young. She feisty.
I see how you skedaddled up when you said I'll be right back. He done got up, scooted his way over there.
No. Yeah, no. I knew SH was young.
Yeah.
No, that situation with the mom,
That's
daughter.
wild.
That's wild. That got to be some Alabama shit going on, man. I actually have a homie where like his father messed with his cousin and he was born, and like he was born with like weak bones. Like you could push him and he might break a bone. Like you might Like his bones are real brittle.
What?
Yeah,
Really? That's true then.
yeah, it's
You
in
shouldn't be
Alabama.
sleeping with
Yeah,
your cousins. You come out
Yeah.
with a deformed baby.
yeah.
Ooh.
Like
That's-
I don't know how it works, but I think like the DNA is just like it's too much of the same. I don't
Yeah, that's weird.
don't
That's
know.
crazy.
There's a lot of people sleeping with their cousins and don't even know it too, because of all these broken families.
Listen, now that's
And
really a thing.
baby daddies.
I got a question.
I got to answer.
Good. I'm gonna ask both ladies because y'all both mothers. Do y'all think the child should have the father's last name by default?
By default?
Yes, by default.
Ugh.
Married or not, yes, by default.
What you think, SH?
Well, I don't even think a married woman should take a man's last name.
Oh man.
Well, damn, the man ain't getting that last name.
Or it could be hyphenated. That's what I think the best solution is in a marriage. A hyphenated new family name. And then the kids have that name. But if it's outside of marriage, then whoever is going to be the sole parent, the child get that parent name. I don't see why you would give the child a name of a deadbeat.
Why you gotta be a deadbeat automatically?
You said no matter what, though. It's not automatic.
okay.
You said no matter what.
Okay.
I would say it depends.
I think that the deadbeat situation is situational. You know,
It's very much so situational.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like my first son, right? I gave him my grandfather's last name his name is Andreas Coleon DeVore because that was my birth name. And then my dad changed my name the following September in 88. So I gave my son name Andreas Coleon DeVore Thomas. So I gave him my grandfather's last name as a middle name, but my last name. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I like my children to have 4 names. First, 2 middle, and then the last.
That's how my nephew's name is. He has 2 middle names. I was
So
like,
you be like John Corleone the Jr. to get your ass in the room.
I just say his name. If I call him by his middle name, he knows he's in trouble.
Everybody know they in trouble. You get called by the middle name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm never saying my middle name up on this platform ever.
Yeah, people don't even know my real name. I ain't telling you my middle name. It's a grandmama name.
Listen, they don't know my real name neither. Shoot.
Oh, your name is Carmine?
Carmine is my tribe name.
Oh,
Carmine is what?
My tribe name.
Ah, so that's not even your real name.
No, not yet until I change it officially on document.
So wait, is it Karimaya?
Like, so it's Carmaya. So Carmaya means the vineyard of God.
So are you an Israelite?
I used to be.
Okay. I used to be an Israelite too. I'm out of there.
Girl, what?
Yeah.
No wonder your ass is like this.
Sidebar. All right, I got a question.
Acceptable. This is acceptable now.
Because I had a cousin and she went into that Israelite stuff and then she stopped too. What makes you join? I got 2 questions. What makes you join? And then what makes you leave?
Okay.
Who's going? You going first? You go first.
Okay. What made me join was obviously Deuteronomy 28. We the children of Israel, we the people of the book. and all of that. So believing that the book belonged to me and it was my heritage, that's what made me start keeping the laws and start following and going in and going in. Now, what got me out was one, hypocrisy, realizing that you kind of could make the Bible say whatever you want it to say, because I followed two different groups. And then the last group I had, he was like a false prophet. And then the prophecy didn't happen, so I left. That's
Wait,
really
no. You're going to have to say the groups. Which two?
I wasn't in IUIC or none of them. I was in like a small like family group or whatever. And then there was another group. I don't even want to give them no play on the internet. I'll text it to you just so, because I know you're curious. I'll talk to you about them.
No, I am curious.
But I don't want to give them no internet time, because they're kind of...
Put it in the back chat. I'm curious too.
Yeah, put it in the back chat.
Let me write them. Here they go.
Because they had like one that was like the House of Israelites or something like that, and then they had like another one. I can't remember the names.
I wasn't part of none of them that are big names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but these people right here, these people are kind of known amongst everybody, but as like a vagabond group. Like, I don't fuck with them. Like, you know what I mean? So.
No. I know. Okay. I'm gonna show this to my husband. He gonna be like, Yeah, I heard of them. That's literally why Deuteronomy 28. Once you find out that we have been lied to and are still being lied to, and then you find out that like different people, like different countries are coming to counsel together to make sure we never figure out who we really, really are. That was the thing that got me like, okay, I'm all ears. Like, tell me more. I need to know more. The thing that got me out of it is that not only the hypocrisies, because everybody want to be like, oh, you can't be with a Christian church and all this other stuff. Y'all ain't nothing but some people wearing fringes, acting like Christians, claiming y'all Hebrews. It pissed me off. Like,
and they all wearing it wrong. Go ahead, I'm interrupting you. Sorry.
Listen, let's be real. Like, they still had the same freaking issues that any other regular Christian communities would have. They were still not reading the Bible the way it should have been read. And then when you bring out new information, they like, oh, no, that ain't it. And that's not how you read. You're supposed to do precept upon precept.
Line upon line. Here a little, there a little.
Read, and it's like, dude, I need help with my lights right now. Okay, who's doing that? Who's sending out the blessings to these families?
Oh, you don't believe in the Father enough, Carmaya. You don't believe in the Father enough.
Right. And it's just
money.
It's literally like you gotta wait on some money to come out the sky. Like, people don't know how to be people no more. And then it's like, you don't wear the skirt, if you don't wear the fringes, or if you don't wear your head covering, you going to hell. You the most terrible woman on the face of this earth. You're a Jezebel because you're showing people your legs.
You know the story about Jezebel too? And here's the thing. None of them speak Hebrew. That's where my last group came. That's why I believed in my last group so much, because the leader spoke Hebrew and he was teaching us Hebrew, right? But even then, it turned up to be fake. But regardless, I'm saying all of those other Hebrews, all those other Hebrew Israelites, especially the ones in America, none of them speak Hebrew. Everybody uses the scriptures to justify polygyny and all of that. I hated wearing that damn headscarf on my goddamn head. But all I'm saying is, like, girl, don't none of them read Hebrew. for real. So you don't even know what the scriptures actually say. You're not wearing the fringes right because it's not supposed to go on any garment. It is a garment with 4 sides, a fringe, a corner. It's a covering thing that you wear over yourself. It's not something that you stitch on and mess up your clothes like that. They're just all silly, and they all think they know, and they all think they got a relationship with God, when the truth is we all end up just worshiping another man. It's garbage.
Literally putting people on pedestals. Like, I could not do that. Like, I'm just like, I felt just as lost spiritually as I did before. Like, I felt disconnected. And I feel like with that community, if they would incorporate actual relationship and knowing how to tap into yourself and really heal from certain things that you went through, deep dive into that, love on yourself, take care of yourself, build yourself
Idolatry.
up. Listen, that's idolatry. It's idolatry.
Necromancy.
And you're still going to Sheol. Like, it's like people, jacked up people is communing with more jacked up people for the sake of reading scripture, but y'all still having issues with your wives, having issues with your kids or your baby mamas, still having babies out of wedlock. Y'all still don't know what the hell y'all are doing. But yet the scripture, you just read the scripture and that's supposed to cure everything. And it's like, that's not how this works. You got to put in some kind of work. But it's like, it was just too much. Like, I had to really pull back. And then because they'll demonize you. As soon as you start speaking on some other kind of knowledge outside of the Bible, you're a demon.
You're falling off. Yep.
You are possessed and you have strayed away from the faith of God. Like, what?
Sound like some type of religious cult.
Hey, but that's what people always say.
No, but it is. And here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. They are cults, and so is Christianity, and so is every sector of Christianity, Islam. All of them are cults. Christianity, do the research, started off as a cult, and then the second part, the Jesus cult, it was a cult that believed in Jesus, and then now it just turned into a business. It's all business models, because when you get people to believe in something, they will give their whole life to it. That's the scary part about that part of my life that I'll never go back to. It was really like, I'll die for this. You know what I'm saying? Giving up everything. I didn't sing, listen to music. I wasn't watching TV. I was so disciplined and focused and in love with God so much that I was willing to give up everything. You understand what I'm saying? And because I believe so hard. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's real. No, it's really real. And then when you get certain people teaching certain things, and then they'll have you thinking that, I really need to do this thing, or God's gonna go away from me. God is going to I'm gonna stray away from God, or God's not gonna love me, or you're gonna be punished, or something is going. It's like the anxiety of something bad happening. That's what kept happening with me. I would always feel this anxiety of, oh my God, I didn't read the scriptures today. I'm doing something terrible. Like, oh, this is why I'm not hearing from God, or this is why this is not going the way it needs to go. Like that, I'm still trying to pull myself up out of that, even till now. Like
Ooh, girl, you done spoke to my soul. Yup.
No, I'm serious. And it's like when you pretty much what doesn't happen is people don't spend enough time with themselves. And because you don't spend enough time with yourself, you grow this fear of being alone, and you grow this fear of not knowing what's going to happen with your life, or not knowing if you're going to pass away tomorrow or something, like what's going to happen after that. Like just some crazy junk. And it's like when you actually spend time with yourself, and you love on yourself, and when I say love on yourself, I don't just mean like, oh, like rubbing on yourself, or I mean like really talking to yourself like you're an amazing person. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, saying all the things that you want other people to say or recognize about yourself. You do that yourself first. The young part of you is gonna finally be able to grow up, finally be able to get up off the floor out of fetal position, and really go after life, have fun, do something, and you won't be as afraid or alone as we always would feel. And you won't feel like you need to fill in all of these voids with, oh, I gotta follow what the prophet done said. I gotta follow what pastor done said, and I gotta read this, and I gotta pray this amount of times. It's like, formulate your own relationship. Like, we can acknowledge there is a higher power. Obviously, how the freak did everything get here? What is all of this? But you don't need someone else to acknowledge that thing outside of you. Like, just do that. Acknowledge that, yes, there is something higher than me. What is this?
It
Go
ain't
in
in
your
that
own
book. I
journey.
tell you. It
You
ain't
said
in that
what?
book. I said it ain't in that book. I'll tell you that much. It ain't in that book.
SH, did you watch that movie I told you to watch? Erotic?
I can't find it. Where do I see it at?
HBO Max.
Oh, I don't have
Erotic.
HBO
What's
Max.
erotic?
All right. Syllabus is it's two Mormon girls. They knock on a guy's door, and he kind of traps them in his house, and he gets them to find the one true religion, right? And I think SH will like how he broke down the big three, which is Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, right? And
It's crazy because I was all three at one point in my life.
And
You
then
used to be in Islam too?
Yeah, when I was younger. So my father was locked up on Rikers Island, and he turned Muslim in jail. And then when he came out, I was Muslim, for a good while in my childhood, a good chunk of my childhood. Then he stopped because he was like, it's fake. Like, he became an atheist. I didn't want to be an atheist because I still was like, no, there got to be something. There got to be something. So I started going to church after that with my grandmother and like being a little Christian. And then I was an atheist with him for a while because it didn't really make sense to me. He used to ask a question like, how you don't think we was crying to God for 400 years? Like, and then that question was answered when I found Israelites. So I'm like, oh, they answered the question. So, it was that. But I'm fully aware of all the main religions internally. I done lived all of them.
So let me ask you a question. Did you go from religion to religion looking for answers?
Yes, I did. I went looking for God himself and looking for answers. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what is the common theme in all three that you experienced, or all the religions that you experienced, that made you stop?
With all three of them, I realized that it's your mind, because every religion or every religious person got miracles, right? Everybody prays, everybody's prayers seem to get answered, but the truth is, it's like a placebo, because you walking with, I'm pretty sure when Carmaya was an Israelite for a while, it was real in her head. You understand what I'm saying? And it was real to me in my head every step of the way. I'm like, no, it's real, it's this and that. And then certain things started to open my eyes, like for the church, for example. Most pastors, or every pastor I see, is in it for money. And then on top of that, they don't know the book that they're reading. They make up stuff. So when they're standing up on the stage, they speak that blah, 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 all of that garbage. And they make things up. They quote a scripture, maybe John 13 a little bit, and then they just do a whole made up synopsis. Islam is a baby religion. Islam is a young religion, and the book was written recently. And then Jesus, that name was created because the letter J wasn't invented until such a time ago. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of the things got dismantled with study, research, and lived disappointment. That's really what I had to just go through the motions. It's make believe. What I do know is, because this is what I was going to touch on with Jeremiah. A lot of the things that we say when we in these religions and we talking to our bodies and we're talking to ourselves is like killing ourselves, killing our spirit. Because what do the songs say? I am not worthy. Oh, thank you for letting me breathe. You woke up and the first thing you did was go on your phone. Did you speak to God this morning? You understand what I'm saying? Speaking lowly on yourself every single day. That's what these religions do. And then when you get out, because this is what I do, our nervous systems remember what we say. Because that's why if somebody disrespects you, CEO, your body reacts. Why are you getting mad? Because your nervous system ramps up. It has a reaction. So the words we speak actually do things to our bodies. It does say stuff. If I give you a compliment, what you going to do? You're going to smile. But you're not just going to smile. You're going to feel good about what I said to you. So in these religions, we're talking negatively about ourselves. Yeah, I'm poor, but God got me. I'm worthless. We wake up every single day like that, hoping that God wink at us or talk back. He don't never talk back for real, but we hope he do. That's why I'm out of that, because now I speak positively to myself and I'm actually moving forward. Now all of that stuff is like, I'm not as low. You talk yourself into a depression.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You really do. Like, you be crying every single goddamn day you go into worship. And it's like, you're not supposed to be crying like this. You need to be happy, be joyful, you know? And it's like, I was just really tired of going through the same old and being told that I can't do something that I know I'm supposed to be doing. So like for me, I've read the Quran. I won't say I was actually in the religion itself, but I have a Quran. I have the Bible. I have books about other religions as well. But for me, I've always had this particular relationship where when I was younger, I knew, like 3-4 years old, I knew there were eyes watching me. I just knew that somebody is watching me at all times. And I'm like, what is this? But until I grew older, then I started noticing, oh, people that don't know me know certain things about me, and they would call them prophets. I started doing stuff like that, to where I'll know people and I'll be able to say certain things and speak to them that nobody else knows. Things that are just in their mind, or things that they've done in secret or something like that. I can just speak to that. I could not do that at the church and at the Christian church I used to go to in Vegas. I couldn't do that in the groups or whatever that I was with, because everybody would judge what you have going on in your life instead of just seeing like we're all broken, like we're all jacked up. So people are looking to listen to people that are perfect or have nothing going on. And when it should quite literally be the opposite, because everybody is a reflection of you. We're all mirror neurons. Like, we're mirroring each other at so many different times, and people don't pay attention to that. So I just had to like take myself all the way back out of the religion of it, and then just start acknowledging the actual, information, and relating it back to what I feel spiritually. So what am I hearing when I'm sitting alone by myself meditating? If I'm sitting in stillness and quietness, what am I hearing? What am I seeing? Does it actually manifest the next day or in the next hour or whatever? Like, I can't go off of how like the Christians and everybody else runs, you know what I mean? I'm not looking to Farrakhan to tell me something that I can already access way before he even comes and speaks. The man only comes and speaks how many times? Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I feel like you need to do your own work.
That's
And I
right.
don't feel like the Bible is completely inaccurate. I feel like it is definitely tampered with, just like everything else. Our history is tampered with, and people still believe that we all came from Africa. It's like, I just choose to dive into more information and not feel restricted or feel like, oh, it's a sin for me to go and read other books. I don't feel like it's a problem.
I hear that. The reason why I don't even believe in the Bible though is because there's no historical record of anybody in it. Like, you can't trace no DNA back. You can't find bones buried, because the Bible tells you where certain things and people are buried or whatever. People attribute certain parts of history to the Bible, but if I say, okay, Moses, the most famous, like the person who wrote the first five, that God told to write the first five, he was specifically buried somewhere, and God buried him himself. That's what the scriptures say. Where's his DNA? Where's Adam's DNA? Where's the DNA at? Where's where am I finding these people? So there's a few historians who argue that no, these weren't meant to be real. They were like mythology. That's how I see it.
So this is something I recently have encountered. So I hear everything you're saying. The thing about the Bible is all of the stories there came from indigenous real stories. So you're not going to ever find a Moses or a Abraham or Isaac or Jacob, because those were names that they changed it to. The original names of the where the stories actually came from were from indigenous people.
So you're saying
And
they're not Hebrews?
I'm saying a lot more than just that, SH. I'm telling you. I honestly, I can't even really go over everything right now because it's so much stuff to really cover about it. But just know, just like they stole the indigenous people's land, what else would be here on the land? Their history, their stories, everything, their homes, their buildings, all of that. That was literally everything that they took, and they created a whole paper genocide. So it wasn't just, oh, the Bible, they gave us Christianity. They literally found our stories and heard of our stories way, way before they even came here. And they were like, okay, we got to find that promised land. And in the midst of that, they created the Bible, and it was crafted after our indigenous people's lineages and histories. So it's
there is
a lot deeper.
There is a point in history where we know historic documents were destroyed. I think it was Alexander the Great who set the that library in Egypt on fire when he found all of the scrolls. So we know there was a lot of ancient history lost in that moment.
For sure.
But
And then in another one,
I just think it's strange.
oh, go ahead.
I just think it's strange that all of the stories of creation have a bunch of similarities to it. Right?
And
They're like
that's the
carbon
thing.
copies.
Yeah,
they're like carbon copies of this ancient Egyptian one, right?
it's so
Like,
crazy.
and I think wait, one more time.
Yeah,
I think if you watch that movie I'm talking about, he goes over it briefly and elegantly, and it's like, oh. Long story short, he says a lot of these religions were carbon copies of the original, but these new ones are based on control. That's basically what it is. It's designed to control you.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it feels like. And it's like, and then it's like for the women, it's like you gotta go even harder on them. Whenever a lot of times, even in the stories, the women were the ones where they had to come through and do certain things themselves too, you know? And so it's like they won't even acknowledge that because, oh, women are so bad, they're so terrible, and you know, stuff like that. It would just be like, man, listen.
I think it's because women are not too willing to go with the program, right? Because you hear about Eve, what she do? Got us kicked out.
She did not. Yo, I'm tired of
I got you. Just let me
Wait,
make my
hold on.
She ready to right? She what's the other one? Pandora, right? Let's use Pandora then, right? She was given everything she ever wanted. All she was told was not to open this box. And what she did, she opened the box. And in that box, that's a mythology story, right? And in that box, it was all the evils and wickedness released onto the world. She was told not to open this particular box, and she did it. That's why I said women are usually not willing to go with the program, because how can you have everything you want and be told not to do this one thing, and yet you do the one thing? That's all I was saying. SH. God.
No, it's not just women. Well, that just proves that we're not naturally submissive. That's one. And stop trying to fit us into a goddamn program if we meant to be free. We oceans. That's how I view us. And Eve did not get us kicked out of the garden. The serpent, Eve, and Adam together got kicked out of the garden. And God punished all three of them. Adam's punishment was to till the ground and work for his food till he's tired every day of his life. Eve's was that her husband is her head and she has birth pains, and the serpent was to go on his belly, and they all do not have eternal life anymore. They're to die. That was all three of their punishment. And guess who caused all of this? The all-knowing, all-powerful, I know the end from the beginning, God, who wrote the life to begin with. So please stop putting life and all the burden on women's back, because we did not, in y'all view, because I don't believe in no religion no more, but we did not create ourselves. And we were not the ones or the sole ones punished for what happened. All three of them were part of it. They all got beat.
I know I didn't put no burden on anyone tonight. Did I do that, Carmaya?
No. Like we gonna move on to the next topic.
Yeah, go ahead, y'all, because I gotta get off soon. Okay.
All right. Look, go to the one. Cue the boss.
Cue the boss. Got you. Let's share that up right here.
Before SH leaves, let's get this one out.
Here we go.
So I think
Average men have average lives?
Okay, yes, I know. I'm trying to see where you're going with
The
this.
issue is average women believe that they deserve a better than average life. That's the problem. Average men accept the fact that they can get an average woman. Average women believe that they deserve a better than average situation. They overly watch social media and they compare themselves. The thing about social media, and I think that the problem is, an emotional person having access to too many people's opinion affects them. They start comparing themselves to what's not going on in their life.
Right.
A lot of men that I talk to that's having problems in their relationships is because their girl is overly watching someone else's lens too much. They sit there and, oh, such and such is on vacation and such, and because I feel like most women are in competition with each other. And I think that your average men have average lives.
Shit.
So I think
Average men have average lives.
Okay, yes, I know. I'm trying to see where you're going with
The
this.
issue is average women believe that they deserve a better than average life. That's the problem. Average men accept the fact that they can get an average woman. Average women believe that they deserve a better than average situation. They overly watch social media and they compare themselves. The thing about social media, and I think that the problem is, an emotional person having access to too many people's opinion affects them. They start comparing themselves to what's not going on in their life.
Right.
A lot of men that I talk to that's having problems in their relationships is because their girl is overly watching someone else's lens too much. They sit there and, oh, such and such is on vacation and such, and because I feel like most women are in competition with each other. And I think that your Birkin bag, your Louis, I would hate it if you got a Pathmark bag if you cute. I don't care. But again, your $50, $100, $15, $2,000, $20,000 bag, it's for other women. It's not for me. It's not for a man, because I have never in my life heard a man say, yo, I got a bag and she got a Birkin bag. I ain't never heard that in my life.
I agree.
I ain't never heard a man say, yo, you see her red bottoms?
I agree.
Ooh, she heat. I ain't never heard that in my life.
I agree.
Right? But again, when you sit down and have these logic, I say, why do you want those red bottoms? Because you want to compare and contrast to what's going on selectively in society, what you want to see. Visually, you want to fit the aesthetics of the wealthy. Visually, you want to fit the aesthetics of the woman that look like she's being kept. Visually, you want to look like you travel out having fun rather than enjoying what's in your household. Most people can't even enjoy their household because they're too busy watching other people's houses. That's the problem with social media. It gives uncomfortable people too much access to people. Too much.
Right.
You're not secure with yourself, and you watching everybody. And that's a problem within itself.
But I said it to T before we came on, and I said, I feel like a lot of men, right? I said to you, present themselves to be like they have it like that. And that's why a lot of women feel like they deserve more than they deserve, right? I feel like you have a lot of men out here that is like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'll pay for this, I'll pay for that. And then they set that standard. I'm not saying it's right, guys. They set that standard for other men. So you have these women feeling like, well, if he did this, if Tyler did this, I'm not dating Q if he's not even doing that bare minimum. And they feel like every man should do that.
Then you have a bum baby father. Then you have a bum baby father. You have a whole bum baby father, and now you create these diabolical standards. When you was giving your most intimate prize to a loser. And that don't make sense. It don't add up. Average men have average lives.
So I think
average men have average lives.
Dang.
Okay, yes, I know. I'm trying to
The issue is average women believe that.
What's your take?
Let me
What's
tell
your
you why.
take?
Let me tell you why it adds up. Even though y'all gonna hate me for this before I go. Let me get my stretch out.
I already knew.
Let me speak for women who got one bum baby father, because we talked about the frontal lobe and people going throughout their life and stuff. I believe, and I have seen, and I understand that people go through life not fully having language for what's going to be potentially detrimental for them. So if she does have a bum baby father or whatever, and she learns that she needs to set better standards and gets out of this relationship, then yes, her standards need to be set. Because I hate that narrative that just because she gave her body up previously to somebody who turned out to be a loser, she should just keep sleeping with losers or stay with the loser. Like, no, I'm sorry. Standards go up, and I need better, and I'm gonna try my best to get it.
Let me ask you this. Say she get a man and he's just an average guy, right? Say he works sanitation making 80,000 a year or whatnot, right? And he's not able to take you on to Turks and Caicos and buy you red bottoms and Louis bags, but that guy is a good man to the family, meaning he makes sure y'all got food, house, cell phone bills is paid and all that, but you just can't, you're not driving a Benz, you're driving a Nissan, right? Is that man a loser?
No, he's not a loser at all.
Okay, and I think that's what he was talking about when he said diabolical standards, right? Because he brought up red bottoms and the look of always traveling and whatnot. These are not realistic lifestyles, you know, even for the rich. You know, they're not always traveling out the country, just living lavishly. It's usually for a purpose, either to study abroad or just a family vacation every now and then. So, like, I think he hit the nail on the head when he said, you slept with a loser and now you want the next man to be fucking Jeff Bezos or a fucking what's his name, James Harden. Right?
Well, the lady next to him brought up a point where she said, if somebody like Tommy did it for her the first time and now she's with Benzo should do the same and up because she experienced that type of life. Is she wrong for that?
No, she's not wrong for that. But he also said, be happy with what's in your household. She's wrong for not doing that. You understand what I'm saying?
She got everything in her house by herself. Now she get with a man. Why he can't add to it? Or
he is adding to it. He's adding another income. Mind you, I said this man works sanitation. He probably works 12 hours a day. He come home. He take care of the bills. You still doing what you doing. He's taking care of, he's being the man, right? Taking care of everything financially. But the only thing is you're not getting the luxury items and the lavish trips. So is that man still a loser? Do she feel like he not adding enough to her life?
I don't think he's a loser. I just don't think they're compatible. And let me just say, I'll tell you why. I don't think they're compatible with what they value in life. If she values material things and, you know, she wants somebody like that and he's not, he's content with not having that type of lifestyle, they're probably just incompatible because they're both going to be miserable or unhappy living a different type of life.
Only reason I said 80,000 a year is because when I started sanitation, that was my starting salary. I worked up to 102,000 a year, right? So that's why I picked that particular job, right? Because even when I was being Tyrone in these streets, right, I always paid for everything. I sent the Ubers and whatnot, but tell you what, I had a time for smash. I needed my sleep, and girl, I wasn't missing no work.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? I like the lifestyle of my bills on auto pay and I don't have to check my account. Right? Because I know I put in my hours and on Friday morning, that direct deposit going to hit and them numbers going to go up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Good night, y'all, though. It was so much fun. Y'all.
Thanks for coming, SH.
Yeah,
thanks for coming. But SH, before you go, we only got one more topic.
Yeah, we
can you muscle through that?
I give you 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Damn, I give you 5 minutes. Here we go.
Go ahead, pull that one up. That's the headline.
Yeah, this the one right here.
Yeah, you gonna want to talk about it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Andrew Reese was very emotional after her ex-boyfriend Dalen Duran exposed her for having 80 bodies at 23 years old. She said, he's just mad I had him spending $600K a week on me. I literally went to LSU. 80 bodies is nothing. Some of my teammates got over 300. Now let's play the video.
This is out of pocket, gang. This say Angel Reese went live and was very emotional after her ex-boyfriend Jalen Duran exposed her for having over 80 bodies at 23 years old. He's just mad I had him spending $600K a week on me. I literally went to LSU. 80 bodies is nothing. Some of my teammates got over 300. What? Hold on, gang. So you trying to tell me 80 bodies is nothing because of the school you went to and because your teammates got over 300? Nah, gang, that's out of pocket. And I know after a certain age, we get grown and we got to stop asking the questions. Well, how many bodies you got? How many bodies you got? But this is out of pocket, gang. Because if you got 80 bodies, I do want to know that. I do want to know it. If you got anywhere over 30, I want to know that. I'm sorry, gang, because and you're only 23. The age it's not adding up. It's not adding up. 23. What? And you got 80, but the math ain't mathing. You have to be really active, gang. Especially if you tomorrow. I literally went to LSU, so that means all majority of them 80 came from your college days. Nah, Angel Reese, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Your boyfriend deserved to leave you. You trying to spin it talking about
80 bodies over 4 years in college is 20 bodies a year.
I couldn't wait to talk to this with you, CEO.
Please.
The way you believe anything. One, this is not real. Two, she ain't never say that. And three, I think it's sad that we quick to now downplay and shame a girl, because this is exactly what happens. A girl gets shamed for rumors, and now she's looked at as something negative when it ain't even true. That's one. And another thing, woo, a boogeyman. Who cares that she slept around, especially if you're a guy who walks around having casual sex on your own? I believe personally that men and women should be selective when they're finding a long-term partner. But that boogeyman, scary stuff, please tell me what's going to happen to her just because, like, what's going to happen? The same way you made up a lie that she did this is the same way she could lie to you and say she didn't. What's going to happen? Nothing.
So it's not true. I just saw it on my timeline today. I read it and then I said, yo, we got to talk about this. So I don't know if it's fact. I'm not claiming it's a fact, but let's just say if it was, and let's take Angel Reese out of it because she's a public figure, right? Let's just say a person had 80 bodies in high school. What's your take on that?
80 bodies in high school?
No, excuse me, college. 4 years of college.
4 years of college, I look at it the same way I look at it for a man.
Right. I ain't say a gender. I just said a person. Yeah,
person. Oh, you was wilding. That's how I take it. But again, the bodies conversation is kind of like cooties to me. It's make believe. The only thing that happens to you is somebody's gonna say, "Oh my God, you got that many bodies!" Like that's the scariest part about it. If you were safe, if you had safe sex, that's the scariest part about it. They're gonna say, "Oh my God, you slept with this many people," but it's a boogeyman. Like, okay, now what?
I think that's a little bit too much sex, man. 80 bodies.
80 bodies at 23 is outrageous.
Well, shit.
For a man and a woman? For both?
Yeah, it's outrageous for any damn body. Because what the hell is
I agree with that. It's a lot of sex, but I'm saying, like, if we want to, because really people only do this with women, and that's my problem. You want to do this with women, but then when we talk about it with men, it's no issue. No, the same traumas come from it. The same you don't have the same feeling towards women. You need more and more and more. You need, like, it's the same thing. So it is a lot. I'm not saying it's not a lot. I'm just saying, okay, but they made that choice. Even after they made that choice, what you need, like 2-3 months of celibacy to get back to regular. Like, I'm saying to get back to the same feelings, you know?
Let's just say if somebody was to have 80 bodies by 23, right? What age would they have had to start having sex? Like
13.
You could get 20 bodies in one night. Choo choo.
Oh man.
Girl, listen.
I wasn't gonna take it there.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm over here doing math, and I'm like, okay, let's just say she started having sex at 17 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
She would have had to had 13 dudes that she had sex with in 6 years in order to reach that 80. So 13 bodies a year for 6 years. But she said that I guess majority of it must have happened at LSU while she was there. So 4 years.
Well, let me tell you the truth, because usually it's girls who have been SA'd who become this hypersexual where their numbers is that high. So they're exposed at a young age to where now they don't feel any worth in their body to even be that selective. So when we talking about 80s and up, we're talking about somebody who was traumatized by somebody else, usually an adult around them, or somebody else messed with their their youth. So those are usually the cases like that. But other than that, that's how I like to look at that with some type of grace and figure it out, because I don't see anybody who was a virgin and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to everyone. It usually was messed up. Something messed with it. Something is wrong that messed with their youth to now they are accumulating and proceeding with life like this.
But this is the thing though. Well, if we going according to like what the post was saying, if it is true that her teammates or whatever have 300 plus, 80 really is on a smaller spectrum of what you would be talking about. I would think it would be the 300 one that would be where like they super hypersexual because something happened.
This is why this post is not even real, because let's be realistic. If it was 300, then it's definitely she had trains every day. Like she
I'm like,
that's all.
She went through 4 or 5 a day.
And the bottom parts is not smelling the best, because when you mix in that many different biofilms, Lord have mercy.
All you need is some apple cider vinegar. Stop. All you need is some.
Hell no, you need the blood of Jesus for that, girl. Don't even play.
You know my motto: condoms stank. Condoms stink. Condoms will throw off the mood. You smell that condom, you like, yo, what is
Oh
this?
my God, no! I'm just talking about just the cooch before the condom get there.
Oh nah, that's a no go. That's a no fly zone.
Listen, it's too many things colliding with one another. That man, this man, the other man, he man, she man, all the mans. Oh no.
But I tell you that I met some hoes in my life, and they pretty clean. They smell.
It's probably because they would douche before they would get by you. You gotta be careful.
I heard you ain't supposed to douche. It mess up your pH balance.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. No, you just gotta eat better and drink tons of water and
pineapple juice.
All I'm saying is he's right though, because the women he called hoes or whatever, they still selective. They just being clean. You understand what I'm saying? They're clean. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about actual hoes out there in Vegas. Hoes.
Oh, you talking about like workers?
Actual workers.
Did Batman say dental dam smell good? I'm done. Not you over there using a dental dam, Lord. Lord have mercy. I ain't heard that since the damn sex education class.
Yeah, man. But hey, y'all not shaming the dudes in there. The dudes that be in the choo-choos, they be eating each other butt, all that. Like,
come on. What's with this? What's with you and butt, man? What's going on?
It's been killing me ever since the first time I met her when she was talking about the butt. That stuff was so funny.
And then she don't say butt, she say booty. That sounds predatory. Like, what's up with that, SH? Can you please elaborate on what's going on with that?
It's one of my jokes. Like, it's just something I find funny. It's like a kid laughing at fart.
Booty. Booty.
I remember my
Just
god
saying.
kids, right? They said, God, Dad, you ever ate pirate booty? I went off.
Yo, what?
I went off on them, right? They like, no. You know what pirate booty is?
What?
The treasure.
It's a
the
it's a popcorn. It's the name of the popcorn is called pirate booty.
You done traumatized them kids over some pirate booty. Wow.
I felt bad because I didn't know that, it was flavored popcorn, and I went off on them. Like,
wait. So what you said? You gotta tell
I can't say that online. I just
like,
went
no,
off, like,
that's gay. Don't come
I went straight homophobe on them real quick. Like, don't play with me like that. Like, F you up, nigga. Like, you know what? 50 push-ups, everybody. Like,
bro, that's too funny.
Yeah, they had to
But we just talking about the popcorn.
Yeah,
I'm
and then
pop your corn. Pause.
When I found out it was actually popcorn, I bought them a whole bunch of Nerf guns, and we had a Nerf fight.
Did you say sorry? But did you
say
sorry?
I did.
Oh,
I always
okay.
I make it
never say sorry.
No, I make it my business to apologize to children when I'm wrong.
Okay, good.
Right? Because more than likely they're not receiving that from adults. And I make it my business to get down to their level and make them know that, like, I can make a mistake too. So that's why I bought the Nerf guns, and we had pizza, and then we did movie night. It was no curfew, no bedtime. They got to play the PS4 and all that. So, I made up for that because I went off.
Yeah, I bet you did.
After push-ups, it was bath time, dinner, and bed. And then homework better be correct. Matter of fact, go get it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna eat pirate booty on my stream. Let me go order some.
Yeah.
It's the way she says booty. It be funny.
Yeah. Her booty is on Kevin Gates level.
I said, Ali, you say something crazy to me on this stream, I'm gonna take your butt.
Bro, my God, that was hilarious. He was like, whoa. I was on the floor, Lord, my gosh, that stuff was so funny. My stomach was hurting.
Yeah, that's who I am. See, because I know I got to be more aggressive when it comes to the stuff, but I'm more of a jokester. I like to joke. I like to laugh. That's where I feel comfortable. Laughing.
You got to.
Yeah. But
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. SH, it's a pleasure to be with you on the podcast. Thank you for coming for show. Like, I seen a different side of you today. Just a little bit different.
Okay. All right. Good night, y'all. Good night, CEO.
She ready for war. We're about to shut it down. Damn, you can't let us shut it down.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought she was telling me that.
No, like, just letting you know, like, I enjoy you being on here. Like, I get to see a different side of you. It's dope.
Yo, SH, man, your etiquette is crazy, bro. I appreciate you for giving us 38 extra minutes.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But don't be trying to rush the pilot. It's the first show. Like, relax.
I'm sorry.
Look, damn, SH, why you like that? Look, they all.
Hey, Batman, stop playing.
Girl, gotta go to sleep.
I be sending cash apps. I be getting
he
beat
really
up.
do. He really
like,
do.
Damn, cuz, you know what?
It's not that. Yo, y'all making stories about me.
Tomorrow I might just give you 5 minutes.
Not tomorrow, Lord.
Love you anyway. That's crazy.
Nah, but that's the show, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hit Kamaya Cash App, hit my Cash App, hit SH Cash App. SH got the Baja MacBook Fund.
Yes.
Need a new MacBook.
MacBook crew, let's go.
Right? Me and Kamaya will be back next Monday, 9 o'clock. We got to find a better name for the show. This is supposed to be the name of the panel show, but me and Kamaya's show going to be a little something different.
Yes, it's going to be something. We're gonna come together.
We're going to come together. I think our layout going to be like this, though. Hold on, wait, not like that. Hold on, wait.
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Yeah, it kind of did a bit.
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
All right.
We're going to do it like that. All right. So, y'all, thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.